Hey, brother, it's Joe and Lucas on ManUpTV, empowering you and supporting you to rock out your health and your life. And today we're going to talk about the two levels of inspiration, which are very helpful for a guy trying to make changes to his health, but he might find that he's getting stuck, which might be where you're at. So Lucas, tell us a little bit more about, what are these two different levels of inspiration and how could guys use them to empower themselves?
Yeah, absolutely. In the Man Up, we talk about the core commitments for habit change, one of those being inspiration. And there's one level, the first level, which is good reasons, motivation. Like some guys will say, I want to be healthy because of my kids. That's a great reason. Or I want to be healthy because I don't want to die early. That's a good reason too. Or, I just want to feel good. Those are all great reasons, and those will give you power. If you're present to them on a day-to-day basis, moment by moment, hour by hour, I'm present to my kids, I'm present to wanting to feel good, that will give me power to make choices that get me new results. And then there's a second level of inspiration, which is even more powerful, like exponentially more powerful. And that is what we call having a future that you're living into. Something that's so authentic and so inspiring, a future where you're so fulfilled. Like whatever your dreams are, your goals are fulfilled. And you're relating to that like it's real. That's the key. That's a whole other level of inspiration that will call you into action today, powerfully, like a no-brainer. Like, of course I'm going to eat the best food, and of course I'm going to get a great night's sleep. Of course I'm going to work out. Of course I'm going to take that risk and powerfully act today and not put it off another day.
Mm-hmm. So for myself, just looking good for the ladies at the beach might not be the most inspiring reason for me to make changes.
Well, how's that working out for you?
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely the case. Is I know for myself, if I'm not present really to a future that's clear and that I'm living into, then my motivation really wanes. I have less energy. I'm not inspired to take action. And I get to a place of just like, oh, screw it. I'm not going to do anything anyways. Let's eat a bunch of ice cream and go off the wagon.
Yeah, one of the pitfalls is the idea, like people doing things because they should do it. Well, I know I should do this, so that therefore I'm eating healthier. I know I should go get a job, so that's why I'm going to go do it. That's not very powerful. It's like it's a good reason, but it doesn't really give you the kind of power of, 10 years from now, or like for me in the Man Up, my statement of inspiration, it's like for me what inspires me is that my funeral will be a party packed with people celebrating the difference that we made and the fun that we had. I got that future at my grandfather's funeral. My grandfather was an amazing man. He was a disabled guy who fought back to recover his physical ability so he could provide for his family. And he touched so many people, even though he was a relatively poor man. He just touched so many people in the community. And I was shocked as a teenager that his funeral was packed with all these people he had made a difference with. I got that future for myself. I was like, I want that. That's what I'm living into. Mm-hmm. So that's been really powerful for me. That's guided me. That's been a future that's guided me in the present moment. One thing, though, that I can say is that a lot of times I haven't known what happens in between. What happens in between today and my funeral, I haven't been clear. Mm-hmm. And a lot of you guys, you might be able to relate. Like, you don't really have a clear future. And we don't want to force that on ourselves, but it is an important, if you notice that you don't have power on a day-to-day basis, you're procrastinating on your health or your wealth or your relationships, kind of pushing things off, that's a red flag that you want to start getting at least in the conversation about what's the future I'm living into, right? Or you might already have a future, like I'm going to do this, this, and this is how it's going to go, but you don't have power because you don't believe in it. It doesn't occur to you as real, like it's really going down. Mm-hmm. And if that's the case, that's another red flag that you want to step up your support, possibly life coach, health coach, community of like a men's group. Joe and I, one of the most powerful things we've done as far as creating new futures for ourselves is the Landmark Forum and the programs offered by Landmark. So any sort of transformational program, those are all things to do.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Very cool. So yeah, if you guys need some support with creating that future, having it be clear, having it be inspiring, pulling you into action, definitely reach out to a coach or some of these transformational programs that Lucas mentioned. So anything else you want to share, Lucas?
Yeah, I would just say, like, a big takeaway from this video and a takeaway from me is if you're not being powerful, don't beat yourself up. Lose the guilt. Like, actually look at what works and what doesn't work. So if you don't have great reasons to be healthy or productive, get some great reasons. If you don't have a vision, get a vision. If you don't believe in your vision, as Joe was saying, as I'm saying, get support to clear out whatever's in the way of you really believing in it. You deserve it. You can have it. Do it. Rock out.
Rock out.
That's the message.
That's the message. Good stuff. Well, this has been another episode of ManUpTV. Thank you for watching. Please share this video if you found it helpful. And we look forward to seeing you next time.